What's up, guys? You are listening to the Touge Hour podcast. My name is Wade Best, owner of 129 Touge, and joining me are some of the area's most known individuals in the mountain pass scene. Here we discuss the presence of US 129's Touge scene and the endless changing cycle of motorsport-related news.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Touge Hour. We're on the season finale for Season 1. We're going to do another versus, but this is handpicks from us. So we have a giant board back here. Dylan's the board guy today, but
I wrote it myself.
He looks like a Vanna White over there.
But we'll take some picks. We've taken some of the favorite picks that we have, and we just want to really narrow it down the stuff that we thought would be interesting. Some stuff we may have repeated, I'm not sure, but on the other hand, we have some pretty interesting topics. But this will be the last episode for the season. Next time you guys see us, we'll be in a completely different scene. We'll have better mics. Thank you for dealing with the blue snowball. We've made it this far with it. But it's going to be exciting when you guys see it.
It has not caught on fire yet either.
Yeah, it's not caught on fire. I don't know if you guys have had a blue snowball catch on fire, but it does happen. So,
yeah.
But anyways, to my right, we have Douglas James Smith, the Eurospec man.
What's up?
Had a hard day today. Man,
Had a hard week, brother.
Had a hard week. We have Thomas Couch over here.
How you doing?
Miata man himself. He's just hanging out.
How's your 2.5 swap coming?
Pretty well. I did order Cam's balance shaft delete kit and a few other things last night, so that should be on the way. My motor mounts are supposed to be getting shipped out hopefully tomorrow.
You're on a mission.
Yeah.
When do you think it'll be done?
Sometime in April.
That soon?
Exactly when in April is kind of more on the down low, kind of more of a secret.
Wow.
But when it does get done, it's just going to show up.
Oh, he's going to Kamal
Yeah.
Miata. When Kamal got a Civic down, he just showed up.
Yeah, it just
I
showed
was just
up,
sitting
yeah.
there shooting one day, and all of a sudden I heard, and I was like, wow, that sounds like a Honda. And Kamal went by me and revved to pretty much, I'm sure, like 9,000. I was like, oh.
Speaking of Kamal's twin, we have Austin Simon.
I would have been shocked because of you.
I mean, I guess a night, maybe.
Oh,
man.
All right, let's hope Kamal doesn't listen to
I'm going to hear like a heavy knock on the door. So, I heard what you said.
He'll text me personally.
we get murdered.
He might,
Oh no, he'll text me too. Don't worry.
like, listen, you guys over there telling short jokes?
Yeah.
And then we have our board man, Dylan Shelburne,
Hi.
photographer for the season. Season started for you.
Yeah, this past weekend was,
Last weekend.
I guess, the official day of open season because the Killboy store opened. By the way, I'm not trying to talk loud to you guys. I'm trying to talk loud for the listeners. So to everyone that's listening, or if you're watching, then obviously you can see, but I'm very far away from everybody holding the board. I didn't want to be too close. But yeah, open season was good. I shot in a new corner, which doesn't sound that exciting, but it's interesting for a photographer perspective because we deal with literally sunrise to sunset lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was cool, especially like seeing the angle of the corner and everything else. But it was really good. There were no wrecks. None.
Yeah, there wasn't.
No, not a single wreck.
no.
There was nothing crazy. So
Over the weekend?
It's good.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a really good open weekend. Tons of cool cars.
Yeah.
And I could definitely tell because like we get emails when people purchase photos, and I could definitely tell that people were out based off the amount of emails I got. So, as always, to anyone that's bought Killboy photos, thank you so much for supporting that business and helping keep me out there because I really, really like my job. And so anytime anyone buys photos, it helps buy me camera stuff or, you know,
Or food.
or gas to get up there. Yeah, buy photos for Killboy because it helps feed my child. And feed me. I'm a fat guy, so.
Your child at home with like one pizza just.
One
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
Bro, like more like 20 pizza rolls.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of pizza, we should give them a pizza our mind when it comes to these car comparisons.
Wow, that's a good transition.
Hey!
By the way, before we get too far into this, you guys will hear from us again on season 2, and that will be April 14th. So that will be the next episode that we release. Not really sure what we're going to do for it yet because that's a month away from now.
We should have a special guest.
Who's going to be the special guest?
We're going to have a surprise special guest.
It's gonna be a
as of
surprise.
right
It
now.
might be one of you guys, but
Oh.
I think we all got in mind.
Papa Cannon.
You think we get Papa Cannon on this?
100%.
We might. I don't have a contract to do it. So.
He's like, pay me and I'll show up.
But, anyway. anyways, let's get into it. What do we got for number 1?
Alright, so we're getting right into this bracket. So, we're doing bracket style like we did last week.
Yeah, brackets were fantastic. I had such a good time doing the brackets.
Dude, it led to some cool comparisons.
There were
And
some really
very
good comparisons.
difficult. What was the one? I think it was like the GT4, the Suzuki GT4 versus the AE86.
Yeah.
Like that one, and then the 350 versus the Evora. That was my favorite by far. Alright, so the first one we got, so these are the first kind of set of brackets are just our individual picks that we did. And so I have in the very top left of my very well designed bracket, Focus RS versus Veloster. Now, again, this can be your like other car. It doesn't have to be a daily. We'll just use that as a tiebreaker. But there's 5 of us, so we shouldn't have a tie. I can't see why we would. But I have driven both, and I will take a Veloster. They both are subjective in reliability, but the Veloster is way more fun to drive.
I'm going to choose the Veloster.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Fair. What about you, Austin?
I'm gonna go with Veloster in.
Oh, it's already won. What were you guys?
I'll get a Veloster end as well.
Sweep it up.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
Veloster.
Get it out of here.
I wonder why the Focus RS didn't even get a remote pick.
Because, you know why? They opened up their door and it went...
Yeah, because
Look at this
Yeah,
Logan's
Logan's
on
not here this time.
They opened up... Oh, yeah, that is true. Logan's a huge fork. No, they opened up their door and it went...
That's
Hey,
what.
I like that.
No, I hate it. I hate that
I
shot.
like the fork
Every
shot.
time Bryce calls me, he'll call me when he's leaving work or whatever, and like he'll go to hook up to his stupid Skylink or whatever that Microsoft crap is.
Oh, the My Connect?
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, it's awful.
Anyway, you hear him get in the car and it goes doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo,
Oh
and it's the
my
most
God.
annoying
Annoying sound
I hate
ever.
It's the most feminine sounding Death Star ever. It's like... Alright, so next, I believe this is Doug's, and they're pretty similar, but Doug said we don't talk about them a lot. So, the Saturn Sky versus the Pontiac Solstice. Doug, since you mentioned it, what's the difference?
Bumpers.
Engine, trans,
Bumpers.
is there anything different?
It's all visual. I mean,
so it's like an 8.6 versus a BRZ.
yes and no, because the BRZ and the 8.6 look very similar, where the Sky and the Solstice don't look similar at all.
But they have the same powertrain.
Yes. Yes, and both are easily V8 swapped.
I'm going to say Pontiac Solstice because it has more syllables. And it makes it sound better. Also, for me to say I own a Pontiac is better than saying I own a Saturn, even though they're not too far off.
Oh, yeah, that's...
So our friend John is gonna be very opinionated on this.
Sean.
John.
Oh, John?
John.
Pony John?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Because he can rant about Pontiac Solstice, and because he had like 3 of them.
Oh,
He's had a few of them.
J-bodies, right? Isn't that what they're called?
I don't know. J would make sense though because how curvy they are.
Pontiac for me.
Okay. I'm going to take the Pontiac Sunfire.
Solstice. That's how generic they are. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm actually going to go Saturn Sky for this.
I'm assuming because it looks better.
It looks more like the Opel Speedster.
That's fair. I'll give you that. That's a fair.
Oh, speaking of Opel, man, I hate that I didn't do this. The Buick Regal Tourer X is my favorite wagon sold in the U.S.
I don't even know what that even looks like.
I know. Okay, it's
Aren't
second.
they turbo?
It's second. Yeah, but they do have auto start stop, which is bad.
But they're like the economic turbo. They're not like
Yeah.
G and X McLaren, baby.
No, but they have some of the most cargo space of any wagon, other than the E63S, which Austin, you and I were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Which is I would actually say is my favorite wagon because of it. I didn't realize how fast it is. I didn't realize it was faster than an RS6 Avant.
So we'd rather have the R6 Volt.
And to me,
We're
the
getting on
RS6
different topics.
We're getting off
yeah.
topic.
But what are you picking? Couch.
The Saturn Sky, because the Solstice is just absolutely hideous.
His first car was a Saturn Sky.
No.
Really?
What?
No.
I was so and that was in the other. Okay.
That's 2 to 3. Solstice won that one, brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far can this Solstice go? That's
Dude,
the question.
it's gonna be like the Fit on the last episode.
Yeah.
Who did this one? Pontiac Aztec versus Wagoneer.
I did
you
that
do
one.
Why?
Why not?
I'm gonna take the Wagoneer just because it, in my opinion, looks better.
That's right.
There are few things that look as bad as an Aztec.
I'm an old Jeep man through and through.
Yeah.
I had a J10, so it's kind of a
Yeah.
Wagoneer with a truck bed, so kind of cooler. But
So 2-0 Wagoneer. Wade, what do you got?
Uh,
He's googling them.
I'm gonna choose the Pontiac Aztec because it can do 0 to 60 in 8.5
They
seconds.
did have factory tents that came on the Aztecs.
Yeah.
Like, you could put, like, a tent add-on. I've never seen one in person.
So by the time you got done at the farmer's market buying all the dead plants and putting them in the back of your cargo area that was designed by the C7 designer, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Really?
Little fun fact there.
The same guy that made the C... I'm pretty sure, like, fact check me
Like
if
the
I'm wrong.
C7 Corvette.
The C7 Corvette. The
Designed
guy
the
that
back of
designed that designed the Pontiac Aztec.
That's why the
I feel
front,
like I had never heard that before.
that's why the
actually.
front of the C7 looks like the back of an Aztec.
They're
Googling!
The man must have done a lot
I'm
of
like, I'm about to get my Google.
I'm actually going to choose the Wagoneer, even though I absolutely despise Jeeps. I know I'll get rolled for this, but I don't.
Roll like a Jeep.
Oh.
Old Jeeps are the way, man. Old
Jeep,
Jeeps. Old.
no,
dude,
no
old.
Jeep is the way, except for it's a
Old.
World War II Jeep.
Old Jeeps.
What about you, Couch?
The Wagoneer.
Fair enough. Alright, this one's gonna be interesting, I feel like. I feel like Couch is gonna abstain from this unless you just happen to blow my mind on this one. NC Miata versus RX-8.
Why is that even a comparison?
Because they're about the same!
I know!
But they are, I feel like they're different enough to compare. Because engines and because one actually is longer than the other.
And wider, too.
And way more rigid.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it's an R3 versus like an NC3 Miata, I'm gonna take the RX-8. Like no swap stock enough. Even if I have to stick with that engine, the R3 RX-8 is special enough to me to where I would actually choose the RX-8. Also, even though it's kind of the worst one, rotary noises are still rotary noises. What about you, Austin?
Contrary to popular belief, I think I'll do the RX-8 for a few reasons.
Okay.
One reason, a little bit more space.
Yes.
Second reason,
What are you talking
I was
about
actually
space? You're a small boy.
I
You
was
need
talking
space.
to Lozano day before yesterday,
Anthony?
Yep.
Nice.
and
Oh,
we.
crap, we dropped names again.
It's fine.
I got in trouble for that by a friend.
Oof. But yeah, I was talking to Lozano, and he just put a seat in his.
It's an RX-8.
I think so, or he put a seat in maybe his friend's when it is in a group chat.
Hmm.
Anyway, the little back half door that opens,
Yeah, the suicide door.
yeah, that would make the easiest seat install ever.
Yep.
Like he sent me a picture, I was like, that's cheat code for installing seats.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I was like, I just
Yeah.
want it because of that at that point.
Yeah. Also, I do like all the triangles, like the e-brake and
Yeah.
everything else.
Mhm.
What about you?
So I'm going to look at it at two different reasons, two different viewpoints here. If I want something that has aero, big brakes, sticky tire, does a phenomenal track day, and can get me back home. RX-8 is going to be unique. NC Miata is going to do the job. So I'm going to go with NC Miata.
So wait, but you also have to look at that. Like, look how long I drove my NC to the track, beat on it at the track for 1 day, 2 days, and then drove it back home.
No, that was his. That
and
was
then,
why he chose it.
yeah, and then drove it to work the next day.
What about you, Doug?
What RX-8?
Oh!
Rotary
But
noises.
you like Hondas, don't you?
Whoa! He's giving my revs.
Rotary noises. I like the interior styling a lot on the RX-8s.
Triangles everywhere, bro.
Um,
Triangles, bro.
Lots of
Bro,
triangles.
triangles.
Lot of
Magical
flaming hot
Doritos.
Doritos. It's gonna come down to rotary and noise. Even if it is a Renaissance engine, it doesn't bother me.
Also, they shoot crazy flames.
Yeah,
it's
they
a
do.
rotary, but
Yeah.
stance.
Yeah. I've never hated the look of the RX-8.
No, I think they look good.
Dude, I don't know if you guys have seen it, there's a white one that's lowered on silver wheels in town. And I was going, like, coming home from work, and he was going, I'm pretty sure, to the Dragon. It's the first time I've seen it, so they might have just been going to the Dragon. But, oh my goodness, do they look good in white.
See,
Yeah.
I think if you're smart, you choose the NC, but
Yeah.
So it should be a 5.0 sweep on the RX.
Here's the thing about the RX-8s. You may think that just because it's, the Miata is so similar in chassis, that the RX-8 is going to have all of the support on the aftermarket that the NC has.
Oh my goodness, no.
It doesn't.
yeah.
No,
It
it's
doesn't?
crazy.
It does. No, it does not.
No.
Really?
It
No.
does have support.
It's got a little bit.
I would say it has the support an Evo 10 does in comparison to an Evo 9.
Yeah.
And
So
the support's there, but
yeah,
you're gonna-
it's there, but nowhere near to
like the
extent
variety.
of variety of even just variety of options that the NC has.
Yeah.
You can't even find a OEM brake master cylinder for an RX-8.
You can, but they're on back order through Mazda.
No, Mazda doesn't even have them.
Oh. Well, yeah, they were on back order when I worked there.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
And
You're
they're
right.
still on back order.
But, shout out to Mazda, still building brand new rotor housings. 13 people work in a specific section of a warehouse in Mazda in Hiroshima, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah.
the documentary.
Yeah, and they still make brand new, like today, brand new rotor houses.
That's so
Right,
cool.
yeah.
Next one. Don't know anything about them. Thanks, Austin, for that one. MG Metro versus Audi Quattro. I'm choosing Audi Quattro because more syllables.
Quattro.
Yeah, without
MG
a
Who
doubt.
are you?
MG,
Why?
the rally spec MG Metro.
Oh, Quattro.
Oh, got him. What about you, Doug?
It'll be Quattro for me, only because of the noise.
Get him out of here. Zip him up.
The MG Metro is an incredible car, though.
Which one sounds better?
Hold on.
The
I'll
Audi.
put it up a
Is
picture.
the Audi going to be the S4, the white and...
Oh, it's that one.
Let me see. Ew! Give me
Yes,
the Quattro!
sir.
Yeah,
That looks like
I'll
it
take
belongs in
Quattro.
Snow White. That is a dwarf car.
It's a mid-engine rally car. They're so cool.
That makes
Yeah, give me the
buku
Quattro.
amounts of.
It makes
freaking
okay. What I forgot how much
boost.
horsepower they make, but they make a stupid amount.
Which one are you gonna pick?
Metro all day.
Yeah, he said
What
that.
if he said Quattro?
What about you, Couch? Because Doug said Quattro.
Quattro.
Doug's over there shotgun.
That's thirsty, bro.
Alright, next we
Those
have
things are
the...
really good.
We are going to have the oddest, most strange head-to-head. The first two I already have are Veloster N versus a Solstice, and a Wagoneer versus an RX-8 RX Rally. Alright, VW Rabbit Truck versus a Subaru Brat. I'm gonna take the Brat. Just, but
What was it again?
the Rabbit Truck versus the Brat, I'm gonna take the Brat because I didn't realize it until I started looking at Ford Mavericks. The Brat has to pass through from the bed into the cabin.
Okay.
So for like tents and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which I call a tent, so I'm taking the Brat.
Oh man.
I'm taking the Brat because it has the jump seats in the back with the
Yeah.
handles.
Yeah.
Jump
Also, imagine putting a 257 in a Brat,
Rabbit truck, baby. All day long.
because you just Google it and thought they look cool.
Thank you.
Look at the front of a little
My
Sirocco.
buddy Brian has actually had like 5 Brats in total, maybe 6. And dude, they're so cool. I don't know why.
They're super
I don't
cool.
know why he has so many Brats.
If
but-
Asheville had a card to represent them, it'd be the Brat.
I will go Brat as well. Did you know the Brat under the spare tires underneath the hood
yeah, I did know that.
in
Yeah.
the engine compartment?
Added to things that Subaru does that make no sense.
Yep.
Yep. I love the jump seats in the back.
Yeah.
The color options they had with
They did.
the logo.
The green is really cool.
The
My
green
buddy
is
Brian,
cool.
he had the green one, and it was
Yeah.
really cool.
Give me the sausage.
Oh, he wants the Brat.
That's right.
Alright. Back to sports cars.
That was the dumbest joke.
We actually, all of our next 4 are sports cars. But we're still in our first set of brackets. We have R32 GTR versus FL5 Civic Type R, the new one that just came out.
Ooh.
So they're both about the same price. They're both Japanese turbo manual cars, but one's a 4-door hatch, one's a coupe. They're about the same price. What are you taking, Austin? I know!
That's actually weirdly difficult because it depends on if I want to have like modern functionality or if I want to be like the driving experience more.
So this would be, you have a Sequoia, you have your Sequoia
Okay.
as your daily, and this is your other car. This
Oh,
has...
R32.
Okay.
The reason being is just because the R32 would definitely feel more special and feel more of an occasion than the
Yeah.
FL5. And FL5, don't get me wrong, as cool as it is, it's gonna feel like almost all new cars feel, which is boring.
Whoa, I disagree.
Speak for yourself.
They just feel lifeless. They feel too.
Are you looking up 0 to
So-
60 times?
They,
No, I was looking at track times.
they feel just like modern cars to me just feel like robot-y.
Oh, I was talking to our friend Tracy about that, and she said the E39 M5 is a better driver's car than the new M4.
Wait, what?
So Tracy said the E39 M5 which is the V8.
Yeah, it's V8. Yeah.
Yeah, is a better driver's car than the new M4.
Really?
Yeah, and she was like, "You have to drive one." Dude, they're in the 40s.
I figured the M4 would be.
And see, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Is like a lot of new cars, they just feel robotic. They don't feel like they have a soul to them.
Yeah, it feels like you're driving a sim rig.
I like where he's putting his foot up. FL5.
How do you do this?
What about you, Doug?
I'm
He's even
definitely
Honda.
choosing the FL5.
Hey!
Because he's a Honda boy. What?
What makes you think that
I
he's
might
a
be a
Honda
Honda boy. We've had multiple Skylines in my shop. As pretty as they are to look at, I don't like the reliability of
But
it.
no, you have a daily though. That's what he's saying. You have a
It's
daily.
your other car.
It's your other car.
Still, will take an FL5.
Because then you have 2 cars that run instead of one.
That's true.
Exactly.
If it was my other car and I signed up to do a track day, which one are you going to trust to drive down the track and beat the crap out of and drive back home?
Yeah,
the
like
one
you're
the one that has the same oil filter as everything they make.
That's correct.
I was gonna
Somebody
say,
has to tell me.
I'm going to
Really?
be completely honest with you. All the 80s and 90s shitboxes I've ever owned have been pretty reliable.
That's true.
What happened last week?
I changed the timing belt on my 300,000 mile car.
Okay. What happened to the box that you kicked?
It got sent into the wall because the water pump the gasket for the water pump they sent me failed.
Couch, what are you picking?
FL5.
Whoa. Did FL5
Wow.
just win that?
No, I haven't picked yet.
Wait, did he chose
Well, we have
Yeah,
three.
those three.
It's 3.
Yeah, I know, but I was gonna see if it tied and it was gonna be the tiebreaker.
There's no tie because there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
You can't keep
No,
doing
but there
this.
would be a tie. I would be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I'm also picking FL5.
Woo!
Really?
Even as a driver's car, and I've driven R32s, and they're one of my favorite Japanese cars to drive.
Man of culture.
And Doug can remember, I have not talked highly about the new Type R's in terms of like, oh, they're too big and yada yada yada. But yeah, if it goes back to what Doug said,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm going to Road Atlanta and I'm gonna go beat the snot out of my car, you know what's really nice to be able to do? Put wheels, tires, and tools in. The back seat of an R32 doesn't fold down, and also to just drive around with people and just be like, oh, hop in the back, or carry whatever I need in the trunk. Like, there is more to driving than just driving. There's getting in and out. There's other things, parts
That's what I
availability.
have a Sequoia for.
Even if it's my second car, looking for a brake master cylinder
Yeah.
for an FL5 is going to be easier than an R32
See,
GTR.
And this is where I kind of disagree. Not to get hung up on this too much, but I
Well,
definitely.
it seems like you're getting hung up on it. All right.
It's a podcast. We're talking about cars.
My foot's gonna get hung up your ass if you don't shut up.
Expletives.
All right, Red Foreman, calm down.
Ready.
All right, what? Go.
So what I was saying is, I don't know. The reason being, for me at least, is I find that they're not that good to give it character because they are not perfect in every way possible. Like say an F5 would be for those reasons you said
Yeah.
they would. Like they're great for all those things. Don't get me wrong, but that also makes them kind of boring. Like my Sequoia is delightful in almost every way because it's so good at everything. But it's also really boring because it's so good at everything.
So I'm gonna argue this point.
I like my Miata because it's rattly and obnoxious and kind of junk.
So I will take the quote unquote boring effect of new cars outweighs the amount of imperfections old cars have to me.
I don't know.
Because I like getting in my car and not worrying and beating the absolute crap out of it and not worrying
Oh, I do too.
over the driving feel that an old car gives me.
Oh, I do too. When I go to work in the mornings, or even like you said, like driving to a track. But if I have, like you said, if it's my other car and I have my Sequoia, I'm gonna tow an R32. I don't want to drive the
No,
R32 to
I'm
track.
talking about as
If I break it, I just load it on the trailer.
as a driving experience. The reason I will most times pick a new car over an old car is because that boring feeling that you're talking about, I prefer that to the amount of imperfections of the old cars I'm driving.
But this also goes back to why I like British cars. British cars are junk. I will tell everybody on here, British cars are awful in every measurable way, but I like them because they're junk, and I like them because of that.
Speaking of junk, up next we got 2 Hondas.
Have you ever had a car payment in your life?
Oh,
Do it?
Have you ever had a car payment in your entire life?
Yeah, the Square.
Okay.
What was it, $25?
Huh?
25.
$170 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, big spending.
So, next we have the Integra Type R, so the DC2 Type R versus the EK9R. Did we get that in the US?
No.
No.
Okay, but we did get the Integra Type R. Oh, I guess, yeah, the Integra Type R here.
Yep.
The Acura Integra, Honda Integra over there.
Wait,
So,
is that the
same
one
thing,
that you
different
had,
brand.
like the orange one you had, but the two-door top bar version?
No, EK9 is like the old 90s.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the
okay,
one.
okay, yeah,
it's the
yeah,
one
you're right.
between Kamal Civic and the
Come
Integra.
on!
Right? Yeah, it goes EG, EK, Integra. I'm taking the Integra, whether it's the B18C5 or the B18C, that chassis is better. And especially after owning an Integra. I always kind of lusted after one a little bit. They were like one of those front wheel drive cars I had to own. And then I owned one that wasn't even that great, but it had a B18C in it. And it was unreal. And when I took it up to the Dragon, it drove so well and way beyond my expectations. I will say definitely if you're looking for a car under like 20, I would look at Integras if you're okay with having an older car. But yeah, I'm gonna take an Integra.
EK9R
Just hatchback.
because it's one of my favorite Hondas. If the S2000 didn't exist, it would be my favorite Honda.
It's a good-looking car, too.
It looks,
Yeah.
especially in that yellow. Oh man, that yellow.
The Phoenix Yellow, yes.
Yeah,
Phoenix Yellow.
Phoenix Yellow on any Honda looks good.
That's-
I'm taking that.
Which one?
The EK9 in Phoenix Yellow.
I'll go with Dylan. I'm picking the Integra mainly because of torque.
Yeah.
It has more torque.
Does the
Honda
EK
Boy.
have a B16 or B18?
B16.
Oh, that's very different.
B16B.
Ew.
It runs to 9K.
A B18.
That's right.
And basically, to me, when I'm driving a B16A, it feels like a D series Honda until you hit VTEC.
But a B18,
Has more low end.
it just feels special, bro. Even at 3,000, it feels good. You can feel it like ready to just.
Yep.
What you got, Couch?
Give me the Integra.
Oh,
3-2.
Engine oil.
That was a tight one.
Wow.
boys.
that was
That's a
okay.
little sad.
All right. Speaking of hatchbacks, we're going a little bit more modern here.
Modern.
Focus ST versus Mark 7 GTI, which is like 2016 to 2021.
Something like that.
I'm going to take the Mark 7 GTI. The Focus ST has a lot of really bad understeer. The 2.0 is a cool engine, but also interior quality. Even if it's my second car, I'm going to be spending time in there. And Ford Focus, Fiesta, Mustang, all the interiors are just not that great, especially compared to like a decent Volkswagen. So I'm going to take the GTI, and also I think it would be more fun to drive.
I'm gonna take the GTI because you can't out hatchback Volkswagens. They've been the best at it since the 80s, and they're going to continue to be the best at it.
Honda is out
Okay.
hatchbacking. That.
Yeah. Honda will always.
No, Golf R, I'll smack at any of it.
Wait, you would take a Golf R over an FL5?
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, we
God.
need to move on before we should
I'll
have a
go fight
podcast
you.
episode for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I can fit more crap in my
That's
FA
fine.
than
That's
the
fine. Is it going to be more fun to drive? No.
Yes.
Nope.
No, it's been
Wow.
proven
Yes.
and
This man.
no,
I'm
it's
dying
been,
of this hill.
it's been proven and discussed by multiple reputable car reviewers that the new
You-
Civic Type R is
but
more.
What I'm saying is you can't out hatch a Golf R.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you
Honda
can.
did it.
Hot hatch? It's that Golf 5 is huge.
What? No, it's not that far off of the Mark 7.
And
or
even in the
Mark 8 Golf
90s
R.
when the EK9 was out.
That is the only exception to the rule.
Wait, but so Honda has out hot hatchbacked Volkswagen prior and is now out hatchbacked.
Only
You just admitted it.
now. Hold on. Let me
Yes, you did.
let me
You
let me
just-
clarify here.
Okay, clarify.
In the 90s, Volkswagen's hot hatches weren't that great.
Wait, look up Mark 7. Mark.
You said it's been out
What were they
since
doing
the
in the
80s
40s?
though.
Whoa.
Different podcast.
Whoa there, buddy.
Look up the lifetime differences between a Type R versus a Mark 8 Golf R. I'm willing to bet. I'm not going to guarantee. I'm willing to bet it's faster and has more cargo capacity.
That's fun.
Along
I
with
still like what I like.
yes, but it doesn't
And
make
it's-
it.
I
It doesn't
guarantee
make
it's
it
more fun.
factually better. You said it
I
factually
said more
better.
fun. You can't measure fun.
No, you said it's a better hatchback.
See how I wiggled my way out of this?
You didn't. That's the thing. The new 7 Type
You just
R is
wiggled.
better than the Golf R.
Wow, okay.
It's faster, isn't it?
No.
No, Golf R's faster.
Around the
Dude,
track.
it's-
Oh, around track's different.
Dude, it's close.
It is close though.
Like, Tsukuba, Honda Civic Type R, 10740, Golf R, 10783.
That's close.
Yeah, but
This man might be going somewhere.
no. Look at their burning times
Oh, okay.
because that's more significant, in my opinion.
Bye,
I'm
Felicia.
gonna talk to James May about that.
So We're both Mark 7 GTI. Doug, while he's looking that up, what are you taking? Because I know you hate Volkswagens.
I'm still picking GTI over an ST though.
Nice. What about you, Coach?
GTI.
Ooh. Wade, what are you taking? Reeling it back in here. Mark 7 GTI versus Focus ST.
I feel like it's going to be something I'm going to be in a lot. And again, I don't want to hear doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
The Ford
I
chime.
don't want to deal with the chime.
I also
The
don't want to look
interior-
at my door panel and notice if the LEDs are out of it or not, or
Yeah.
my window motor getting stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to my
The
Fiestas.
blend doors going.
Yes.
Which, I mean, Volkswagen's got their issues too, but for creature comforts, Volkswagen.
Yep.
Are you guys looking at lap times?
I got it.
Nürburgring lap times from the new Type R.
I got it. Oh.
It was like a 5-year war, wasn't it?
Whoa.
Speak.
All right, I don't want to have an awkwardly long pause in the podcast. What's the difference
Yeah.
on times?
Speak.
It's 3 seconds of difference.
And who's faster?
The R. The
Around
golf
the ring?
R.
Ain't no way!
Nice.
Ain't no way, boy.
No, that's fine. but yet, wait. So the Type R is faster around Tsukuba. Granted, marginally, but I think a 0.4 second difference across a 1 minute track.
Oh wait, hold on. I take that back.
Nice.
Oh.
For everyone that's listening, Austin stood up and bowed to himself and congratulated himself.
Nope, sorry. R did 743 and
The
golf.
Type R.
Type R. Sorry.
Which are Douglas?
The Type R did a 743 and
No, you said the Golf R did a 743.
no.
No, he just said R.
Let's start. Get to the point.
The Golf R did 747.
So the Civic's 4 seconds
Almost
faster
4
around the
seconds
ring.
faster.
Tsukuba, they probably sandbag. They're like, oh, we're in a Japanese place.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that is the 2023 Golf R.
Yeah, so Mark 8, the best one
Still
they
rather
make.
have the Golf R.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it better.
Still
Like,
rather have it.
subjectively, yes. Factually, no.
If you race in the snow, it'd be faster.
Well, we can do this all day.
I'm just
All right.
next.
All right, for the finale of the season, we are reviving the SRT4 Neon
yes!
and putting it up against an SW20 Turbo MR2.
This is a good
which-
match.
We're gonna skip that. And for anyone that doesn't know, it's the quit staring at me. It's the second gen MR2, which is like the one from Initial D that everyone likes, the ear huff slopes and all that fun stuff. I would take the SW20 Turbo. I genuinely feel like that'd be my
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do
Oh,
it.
I know what I'm doing. SRT4.
I'm doing SRT4.
Ooh, that's 2!
I gotta do it.
Doug, what do you got?
SW20.
No!
Couch,
Couch's got to pick the SRT4. He always has
Couch,
to
do this. Do this for us, please.
No,
We're just making podcast.
He sometimes side with me too. Mid-engine, flippy headlights.
Or Neon.
Third gear going out? No. Third gear blowing out or snap oversteer. Choose your poison.
Listen, only one of those can solve my problems indefinitely.
Oh, no.
Oh,
He's
man.
choosing snap oversteer.
Give me all of that snappy boy.
It's dead again! The SRT4 revived, came back and got killed again.
Alright, since the SRT4 lost, I'm gonna choose SW20 in all actuality. I was doing it for the memes.
Oh, boo. Alright, speaking of boo, we're going back to boring cars. Alright, we're going Wrangler, new Wrangler versus new 4Runner. I'm going to take the 4Runner. I'm a little bit Toyota biased, but I prefer how it looks. I prefer how it drives. I will take a new 4Runner, especially that solar orange that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks so good.
For me, as much as I do like the new Jeeps, because they are actually pretty nice, I would choose
It's
4Runner.
everything.
I would choose a 4Runner. Although the 4Runners are so overpriced for what they are. It's so
What is it? It's like, it's 4-cylinder power and V6 fuel economy.
something, yeah, I like that.
What do you go with?
I don't even want my body being transported in a Jeep.
I'm gonna go with the TRD Pro.
TRD Pro 4Runner.
TRD Pro.
Which color? Because the
The blue!
The team of Voodoo Blue, which looks like the Sierra or Del Sol.
Actually, it is a CRX still.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm colorblind. But
It's gonna be just the forest green for me.
What about you?
4Runner.
I'll do this.
Full sweep.
Yeah.
100% 4Runner.
So-
easy choice.
Back to, man, this is going to be a minute. Back to sports cars for like a very small amount of time. R35 GTR, we're going 2015 and up because they did a bunch of revisions,
Mm-hmm.
versus an NA2 NSX. So the facelift of the 90s NSX,
Oh,
not the new
man.
one, but this is an R35 GTR
Easy.
versus a 90s NSX.
That's easy too.
I'm taking the NSX.
NSX.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's quiet.
I want the car that can pretty much prove that it's held its own over the years, and just because they've went away from certain headlight designs doesn't mean that it still can't compete.
He's
So
going to say
I'm
R35.
going to choose the R35.
There it is. What do you got, Doug? Oh, I know what you're picking.
Yeah, I would rather not choose an overpriced Altima. I'll choose.
You're going to choose an overpriced
NSX.
R2?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no question.
What do you got, Couch?
NSX.
All right, 4-1. So, Wade, why would you choose the R35 over the NSX?
It's hard, like, for drivability, I would definitely choose the NSX all day. But one of my dream cars ever since, like, it's bad that this car has been out since I've had a PS2 because it's on the cover of one of the PS2 games.
Yeah.
But a wide body R35 in white, like, LB Works, that was just one of my favorite
Liberty
wide
Walk.
body
Yeah,
cars.
Liberty Walk, bro.
It's funny, my fastest car in Gran Turismo is a white R35 on BBS LMs. It looks so good. Alright, going away from going away from sports cars. Actually, going away from cars in general, we're going with the new Ford Raptor versus the Ram TRX.
Ooh.
I'm going to go TRX because at wide open throttle, they get 2 miles per gallon. That's one of my favorite facts about the TRX.
Side tangent, the Hummer would get 1 to 0 depending on what incline you had.
Yep.
Anyway, TRX.
TRX
Also,
got the Hellcat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
TRX.
Oh, TRX.
Hear that cat?
I am Ram. I am a Ram.
You better
boy.
put the sound in there over one of our voices.
Yeah.
I'm a Ram
T-Rex.
boy.
Yeah,
Wow,
T-Rex.
alright.
Yeah.
Sweat.
I'm going to avoid my tangent about Raptors.
Yeah, because that's also a separate podcast. Chevy 3500. So we're staying on trucks here.
Mhm.
Chevy 3500 versus Ram 3500. This is like
This is
2012 to
yeah.
2016. So this
Max
is
versus Cummins.
yeah, and this is like this is like I need a tow pig. And
Yeah.
This is what I want. This is for those of you who are out there that are looking like, hey, I might need a truck because I want a tow or this or that. I will say, quick story about my truck. Because I had a hauling company, I had a Ram 3500 dually with a 6.7 Cummins. The head gasket went, or what should have been a head gasket, went on my way from Atlanta to Arizona. I went out all the way there, and because I was so crunched for time, with no head gasket and just like a lot of coolant and time, drove all the way to Arizona and back in the middle of the summer when it was 119 degrees outside and my engine didn't blow up. So I'm going to take the Ram. Also, when those things make 1,200 pound-feet of torque, and you get on it and weigh an inline 6,000, it sounds so cool.
Because I don't want my transmission blowing up, I'm going to choose a Dirty Max.
My transmission did fine. And I hold the cars
Which is-
constantly.
Baffling.
Now, here's
My
don't
4L60
the
didn't hold my
Duramaxes
Suburban either.
don't the Duramaxes have an Allison transmission in them?
Yes,
Yes,
which
they
is
do.
like,
Yeah.
they make Allison swap kits for the Ram.
Yeah.
But yes, that Allison transmission is a tank
Yes.
transmission. Literally.
Literally
so, what
a
are you
tank.
thinking, Wade? Don't even go there. I know where you're going. Wade is cackling in laughter as soon as you said the word tank.
I'd rather be Cummins than Duramax, baby.
Alright, so we got...
Cummins all day because it's just.
Also, in a realistic sense, they're easy to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Even like having mine...
I've had a lot more experience with the Cummins, anyways, and it's never
Yeah.
done me wrong. So.
What about you, Doug?
Oh, I was pretty much born and raised Dodge Ram my whole life. My first vehicle I've ever actually owned was a '96 Ram. So.
Whoa, cool. I didn't know that about you.
Yep.
And that's why I like Hondas. What about you guys?
Ram.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
I'm not mad about that, actually. I really do like the Rams. So.
Also, I didn't realize. So when
The
the
only reason why I would choose the Silverado is for the transmission alone. That's it.
Fair.
But they have Allison swap kits for the
The
Cummins,
Rams.
so
and they're pretty affordable.
yeah.
I would have paid less for an Allison swap kit with the trans
Yeah.
than it took to rebuild my engine. But when they redid my engine, I got a brand new head,
Yeah.
full delete, and I got a kill tune, which was 1,253 pound-feet of torque and like 900 horsepower. Dude, turning it to that with no trailer, I feel like I could turn the earth backwards. Also, I did like how people kind of rag on RAM interiors, but it was nice how plain it was.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care if it got dirty because I could just
Yeah.
close it out. Alright, back to cars. Sports cars.
Wow.
Old sports cars. Unreliable sports cars.
Unreliable.
Is this one mine?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Corvette ZR1.
C4.
Not the new one, the C4 ZR1.
Right.
C4.
Versus the Ferrari 328, and I will take the C4 because I do not want to deal with old Ferrari problems. Even if it's my second car, parts availability,
Yeah.
just everything, I don't want to deal with that at all. I will take the C4 ZR1. Awesome.
Which is old Ferrari problems.
You would. You're a masochist.
He wants that tan interior.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if it's blow it up.
There's that guy I follow on Instagram. I wish I could remember his handle, but either way.
That interior is the same color as your shirt. It
Basically,
really is.
yeah.
Like the logo.
Yeah, basically. But he's been driving that thing through ice storms and everything else. His Ferrari, it's so cool. So yeah, I find out his handle.
Okay.
It'd be a good follow.
C401.
No question, Ferrari. I don't really care for Corvettes very much.
We're 2 for 2.
Yeah, couch. Oh, he's speaking Corvette.
Obviously.
Yep.
Give me
there
the
it is.
01.
Yeah.
Didn't that couldn't that ZR1 do 185 miles an hour? Possibly 200? I don't think it can do
I'm going to put on
200.
pedal city and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the next two. Wait.
The next 3.
No, I wrote mine on here twice on accident.
Aww.
Alright, so next, speaking of Golf R's, I'm quietly staring at Austin, waiting for his ears to pick her
The
up.
worst hatchback ever.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah, that. My
The
favorite car.
GR Corolla versus the Mark 7 Golf R.
Oh, this is easy.
Nobody can out a hot hatch Volkswagen. Give me the GR Corolla. Give me the GR Corolla.
GTI.
It's not even a GTI, it's a Golf R.
It's a golf
He's
R.
scrolling on his phone, not even paying attention during the podcast.
Yeah.
Golf R. I'm trying to find that guy's Instagram.
No. Wait is losing.
Golf R all day.
What?
Nobody can know hot hat Volkswagen. Give it Jared Corolla.
What is happening?
Volkswagen.
I'm pretty much mocking Austin because they're way better hot hatches.
Dude,
than
I'm
his.
choosing the GR Corolla.
Yeah, same story.
GR Corolla.
It's
You know what makes GR Corolla really interesting? It's better hot hatch. Couch
The
one.
fact that it's a Toyota and not a Volkswagen.
Yep.
That's
It's weird because
One has history and the other has history.
Yeah.
it's weird because I'm pretty sure a certain someone in this room said, I don't really want to get a GR Corolla because they're gonna break. I know it's gonna break on me, so I don't really want to get it. Oh, who said that? Oh yeah, that's right, it's Dylan.
Listen, I would rather.
That's why I would pick that over a Mark 7 Golf R because the Mark 7 Golf R would break more on me.
I would
No,
rather
Mark said Golf Rs are
overheat the
dumb,
rear
right?
diff on the GR Corolla
Yep. Then drive a
than
Volkswagen.
drive a Volkswagen that's just gonna have electrical problem
they're
after
so
electrical problem
reliable.
after electrical problem.
I don't understand what they're so reliable.
GR Corollas blow diffs. Volkswagen
Where do you
blow.
see them? I've never seen one.
I'm sorry. I don't like my oil pans being plastic.
That's the one thing I don't like about it. I do not like about that.
Yeah.
That
All
means okay, whatever.
And timing chain guides failing it.
Going backwards in time. We're still on the first level of this bracket, by the way. Alright, going back in time, we're gonna speed things up a little bit classic on the next few. Maserati MC12 versus Jaguar XJ220, if anybody doesn't recognize those
Not
or know
them,
those.
you should know them.
You should definitely look them up because there's crazy cool history behind both.
You've played them on Forza.
Yes. I'm gonna go with the Jag XJ220. It looks so cool.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the
Wow, we agree on one. That's surprising. Wait,
I'm going with the Maserati.
why?
The Maserati.
Because, in my opinion, the Jag does have flip-ups, right? Does that flip up headlights?
No.
No.
Does it not?
Mm-mm.
I could swear it did. Or the ones that turn back,
I don't think it did.
that fold
I'll
back
double check.
into the body of the car. The Maserati, to me, I have a longer history with the Maserati. When you're playing games as a child and you see that white and blue Maserati come on your screen, you're like, this is definitely not just a supercar reign. This is something that you want to strive and try to accomplish sometime in the future, which I never did.
I mean,
So
it kind of
I
has
don't know.
pop-ups. I'm
I'm
It
pretty
has
sure
the
they turned
rotate-
back.
It has the
Yeah.
rotatey boys.
But it's just an iconic car for a brand that tried to make an appearance and just disappeared.
Fair. And now they make a very, very, very rare wagon in terms of Jaguar. And the Maserati just came out with the MC20. What about you, Doug?
I'm doing them Maserati as well.
The MC12.
I mean, I would rather
Those
choose. I like that one and the CLK GTR over the.
Oh, that is a whole other league in my opinion.
In my opinion.
Oh, I forgot about
The
that.
CLK GTR, yeah, that's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah. What about you?
Because you put the CLK GTR up against the Porsche GT1.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Stro-
that's an
the
upper echelon.
Strawson
Yeah.
version or whatever. It
Yeah.
is.
What about you, Couch?
Give me the Jag.
Oh,
Wow. 2 to 3.
Fish wins.
I'll stick with
Ooh.
it. It's okay.
Man, we have a lot of trucks on this episode, but this one's cool. Viper truck versus Thunderbolt. No,
What's
it's
up?
the Dodge. Is it Dodge or Ram?
It ran.
Ram SRT10, so the thing with the
Viper
truck with
truck.
the Viper.
The
yeah, the
Viper
Viper
truck.
truck.
Yep.
And the Ford Lightning. I am going to take the Viper truck solely based off the fact that one drifted past me on the Dragon, and it's one of the only times someone's drifted past me, and I laughed. Like, I wasn't worried. I wasn't like, wow, you're an idiot or any of that. Drifted past me completely in this lane, and it was a pleasure to listen to. Also, the guy was very nice.
I'm going to choose the Viper truck because you can take a truck engine, put it in a sports car and a race car, and then take it back out of that sports car and race car, put it back into a truck. So,
It's also Dodge. The thing they do with engines, they're just like,
The thing that SRT does with engines is just
dumb.
they're like, how big of an engine can we fit in this caravan?
what about you, Wade?
Viper boy.
Already wins.
Give me the snake.
Yep. I'll take the.
Snake.
The
As
We
snake.
I
seem to have a pretty heavy, like,
Heavy
high-performance
snake
Dodge.
lovers.
Well,
Yeah.
also I like the FXDM because you can have it in the manual transmission.
Business up front,
You
party
can?
in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So,
Whoa.
so the Viper truck that a recent YouTuber gave away just a few months ago, it was a manual.
That is so
Yeah,
cool.
they're sick.
Yeah.
Alright, I like this suggestion from Austin because I did not realize they were the same price.
Is it a cigar?
Nice. What was the ProMaster?
Why does everyone make fun of
Go
me?
back to Diddy.
Where's my safe?
Junk.
I want my safe space.
Okay, so I
Go
like
on.
these because they're super similar in price. And if somebody is looking for a cheap track day car, both of these should be considered. And that is a Nissan 350Z versus a first-gen Porsche Boxster.
I think 97 to 04 is
Oh,
first
wow.
gen.
Yeah, that is a super good comparison, and I think people don't often cross-shop them. I'm going to take the 350Z because quarter panels. Because
Yeah.
if,
Oh,
if
yeah.
yeah, and also the CD009, I just love that transmission. They're actually pretty enjoyable to shift, which I did not expect them to be. But yeah, so I will take the 350Z over the Porsche Boxster.
As a just dedicated track car, it would definitely be 350Z, just because for the reasons you mentioned. If it was just like a daily or like a weekend car, just
It's
in
your
general,
other car.
if it just another car, maybe a Porsche, but I think I'm still gonna leave 350.
The Boxer itself reminds me of some. I want it to win because it's an underdog here, but if I'm going to spend that type of money in that category, I'm going to buy an MRS. Sorry. But
Sir?
But between these two,
seriously, but between these two, it's going to be the takeover boy. I'll take it.
we'll go through the Z.
Yeah.
What about you, Doug?
I'll do Z as well.
Couch?
Z.
I
Honestly,
do like the mention of the Boxster,
yeah,
though. 'cause
I would
It's
be
a good
more
car.
comfortable binning the Z
Yeah.
over the box.
Well, that's what I was saying. Mostly the maintenance cost
Yeah.
because it's got that Porsche. Although
Yeah.
I've heard they're not too bad, but still.
Alright, so next, keeping it with sports cars, but going across the pond to upside down land. we are going with the Falcon XR8, which has the Coyote in it.
Yep.
Versus the Holden SS, which has obviously an LS.
LS3.
Yeah, can't you get the Holden SS in a Ute?
Yes.
Give me the.
And he can get both of those in use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my! Give me the LS. Just because LS.
Okay, I like it.
Even though I will say, I know I've been dragged for my disdain for engine sounds. Coyote sounds better than an LS.
No.
It's okay to be wrong still.
Coyote sounds better than an LS.
This man's still dying on the wrong hill.
That's okay. All the Corvette boys can tow me with their torque. That's fine. Drag me.
Definitely hold it.
Holden.
Falcon, actually.
Really be holding the Falcon. All right, you guys.
Listen. All right.
I'm listening. Everyone
listening?
that's listening, listen.
Good.
Fingers well, listen.
Give me that hog ass cam.
My boy. Wait,
All right.
Hog.
So Holden. Holden wins.
I'm the only one.
One
Alright.
cam or 4 cam? Sorry, go ahead.
So this one's a little on the
Give me them push rods, boy.
This one's a little on the outlier, but Wade mentioned it earlier, and I don't even know if it's a legitimate comparison that you want to make with the Hennessy Venom versus the egg, the Koenigsegg
Koenigsegg of Regera.
Regera. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the Koenigsegg because I don't agree with how Hennessy runs business.
Yeah.
And the way he treats a lot of his clients.
I'm going to choose the Koenigsegg because I want to be able to turn my steering wheel basically lock to lock at 120 miles an hour and the car not lose control.
Yeah, fair. What about you, Wade?
We'll choose the Lotus.
Stretchy Lotus?
Stretch Boy Lotus.
Fair enough.
I don't think they're that attractive looking, so Koenigsegg would go.
100% Regera. Absolutely. They look.
Ooh!
Is it raining?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, man, you got a leak.
Alright. Speaking of leaks, Z32 twin turbo versus Mark IV Supra. I think that is so much better of a comparison than people being like R32 versus Mark IV Supra.
Yep.
I am honestly going to take the Z32. It looks better. A Z32 looks better than a Mark IV Supra.
No!
A Mark IV Supra looks like an eggplant. And
Okay.
it sounds bad.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
my-
I'm just kidding. Please don't kill me. Just so Wade can
We'll
click
be
it.
right back.
Just so Wade can click it. Be
Yeah.
like, the VG sounds better than a 2J.
You're going to have to get that front door fixed pretty soon. You're going to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people kicking down the front door.
No, but there's a video that Gears and Gasoline made a long time ago, and it's called Why We Love Japanese Cars, Why We Love Japanese Cars. And this guy has this incredibly beautiful red Z32, and it is beautiful. And also, guys down at Royalty Performance in Atlanta put an RB25 in their Z32, and the RB25 is one of my favorite engines, and it fits in a Z32. So if you don't like
It must have just disappeared. Just pushed it all the way back.
But I will actually take the Z32, especially if it's my other car. It just looks so good. That rear view, it's everything.
It
about
is
that car.
cool.
Yeah,
It is cool.
yeah, everything about that car. I like.
What about you, hatchback boy?
Supra.
Why? Because the trunk is a hatch.
Both of them are hatches.
I'm just not a huge Nissan guy.
That's fair.
I want the
You are a little Nissan.
I want the Supra, but I want it in a 1J. I don't want it in the
That's what I'm
7
talking about.
DSE, whatever it is.
What?
The American version that we got.
What do you mean? We got the 2J.
2J, bro.
Yeah.
The 7M is in the Mark III Supra.
Nerd.
Yeah, Mark IV.
Oh, did you say Mach 4 Supra?
Yes.
Mark IV Supra.
Oh. Yeah, Mach 4 Supra.
I think the Z32 still.
I thought you said Mach 3 Supra. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. What about you doing?
That's really, it's a tough one for me because I really do like the 300 GX Turbo. I like the interiors. I like the Diablo headlights. I like everything about them. But I'm still going to pick a Supra.
So
I'm gonna fly with that wing, baby.
Supra.
Wait a minute. No, never mind.
What?
All right, so this one, I was surprised I was able to think of this, but I was thinking if someone has
Pat yourself on the back over there.
55 grand, if someone has like 50 to 60 grand, and they want a manual rear-wheel drive coupe that is rowdy.
Corvette. No, I'm sorry.
What?
No, one of them is a C6 Z06 versus an F82 M4. So not the new one with the super vertical kidney grills, but the one right before
The
that.
buck teeth grills.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take the C6.
C6 all day.
C6.
I just thought the M4, almost like the Boxster in the 350Z discussion.
M4.
Whoa, why?
I just worked on one the other day and they're really pretty.
They are very not that one, not
Yeah.
the red one.
Oh, okay.
That's the G82. The F82 is the one right before it.
They are still pretty though. They are really pretty.
You know what? I want to change it to G82 now, but those are $85,000.
You know,
Still
I'll
like
just stick
C6.
with the M4 then. I'll just
Okay,
go
couch.
with M4.
Z06.
Even though Z06 is gonna win that one.
Yeah.
All right, this is so. Doug, you mentioned Challenger versus Camaro. Do you want to go top trim on that one?
Let's
and
go.
Hellcat versus ZL1 1LE, or actually ZL1 because 1LE's track and nobody's tracking the rear cat. So.
Because they're boats.
Someone flipped the one at turn 7 in Road Atlanta, and I'll
Ow.
never forget that. It was at a Jzilla track day, and there was a black flag that came across the track, and everyone, or no, red flag, yeah, everyone had to stop on track. And, I was sitting at the bottom of the
was
S's.
it a red flag because he flipped it?
Yeah,
Or-
he flipped it at turn 7.
What did he flip?
He was
How?
a Hellcat. I have no clue. and he also got banned because he was in shorts.
I'll never forget watching Randy Popes take the Bilstein Challenger.
Oh, the Bondurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through 10A dirt tracks. Like, he overcooked his braking zone. It's just like, yeah, screw it. And literally just floored it. Like,
Yep.
he hit the gravel trap. As soon as he hit gravel, he just floored it. Just fishtailed all the way through it. I was like,
Yeah. Do you want to do ZL1 versus Hellcat?
That's fine.
Okay. I am going to take the ZL1. Especially the new one. They look so much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Austin?
ZL1's a better car.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
But I'm going
God.
to choose the Hellcat for one reason.
Because my mom owned a Jeep.
No.
No.
The Hellcat, I don't think I've ever
No,
giggled
he's
so
gonna
much.
he's going to choose the Hellcat because he's gonna leave his splitter guards on.
No. So the Hellcat, I've had such a giggle factor for. Working at a Dodge dealership, I've driven a ton of them. And they just make you giggle because they're the stupidest car ever
I
made.
agree.
Like, they're
I agree.
dumb, they're not great.
I agree, they are dumb.
They're stupid. But every time you're doing like a 40 roll, you just put your foot to the floor and it's like you're fishtailing down the highway. It's just like, I'm being stupid. Like, you feel like you're 7 years old.
Honest way to take over.
Like, no, you just you genuinely feel like a child driving those things, and it's hilarious.
Please cut that and put that in the thing of the XG220. We're talking about that, and also says you feel like a child driving those things. So what are you picking, though? Okay, so what about you, Wade?
You gonna choose the
Camaro.
Told you.
Yes.
Oh, hell,
Doug?
like Camaro's a hot car.
Okay.
Oh, couch tiebreaker.
It's not a tie. He's
Listen,
in.
He's gonna pick the
He's
LS.
already said.
Hogs ass Cam.
You can't see out of it.
Can't see out of either of them.
Can see out of either of
The
them.
Hellcat you can see better out of.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
definitely
you
see
can.
it better.
So the next 4 of these are finishing out our first level of the bracket. For everyone that's listening, this is they can't see the board, but it's finishing out our first level of the bracket. So these next 4 comparisons that we have, we can blow through them. I'm gonna get dragged for saying this wrong, but the old GTR, the Hakasuka, whatever you want to call it, that versus a 240Z, I'm gonna take the 240Z. I would be terrified driving one of those, a real one.
Yeah.
170 plus, I would be terrified to also parts. Terrified to drive that anywhere. Give me that S30. I still hear incredible things about the S30s.
What was the other one?
So Hakasuka, which is like the first
The
GTR,
original.
72
Okay, yeah.
Skyline.
versus a 240Z or 260Z.
The muscle looking.
Yeah, no, yeah, GTR. Honestly,
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Wait,
Give me the C110. I'll take it.
fair.
Skyline.
I'll deal with it. I'll deal with the
GTR,
repercussions.
absolutely. I love that.
I'll deal with the repercussions.
The only way I would want, real quick, the only way I would want the 240Z is the, what's his name? The guy off of Fast and Furious, like Touge. Honk?
Yeah.
Oh, Hans.
His S30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that he built, the Tahoe's car. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, the C10 is also ugly.
Get out.
It looks like an E30.
Get out.
Wow. Next.
This is a good one. Doug, I think this one's yours. Ferrari F40 versus McLaren
That's
F1.
mine.
It's not.
That's Couch. Props to Couch. Ferrari F40 versus McLaren F1. I'm going to take the F40. And I don't like Ferraris that much. But Jesus Christ, that's a beautiful car.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also get it in white. Not red.
The yellow in F40s looks really good.
I agree.
That being said,
Anything that's not
yeah,
red
it'd be
on
the yellow for me. But anyway, no, I'll be the McLaren.
Wait,
I want gold in my engine bay McLaren.
fair.
Oh, it's no questions F40 for me. That is my top #1 dream car of all time.
Also, if you
It's a
ask
really tough
people, if you ask probably 10,000 car people what one of those beautiful cars of all time is, you are going to get the F40 at least 15%.
You'll also get the McLaren F1 a lot too.
You will get to every
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think the F40.
That's a really good matchup. I think.
Yeah, I think performance-wise, the F1 is just hard to beat.
Yeah.
But
Especially for around the time frame that the F1 came out, the era
Yeah.
of that. Like, the F1 was just pinnacle for that era.
but
But
the
I would
Ferrari-
rather have the Ferrari.
Ooh, F40 knocks out the F1.
Wow.
I like that.
What was it? What was his name? Nick Gordon? What was his name? That designed the F1?
I'd rather have
Gordon
the
Murray.
Ferrari.
Gordon Murray. That's what it was.
Yeah. All right, this one super old school. On this one, we have a Mazda RX-3 versus a Mitsubishi Starion, and I'm taking the RX-3 because it doesn't have a rotary in it.
He does.
That
That's right.
A very slow rotary, but a rotary.
is it in a 12A? The
Yeah.
same one that had the FB.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Starion.
RX-3.
RX-3 all day because it's the most beautiful Mazda
Dude, they're
RX I've ever seen. in my
They're
life.
so cool.
You know what's funny? So I just said the C10's ugly, and it's not far off from the RX-3, but I think the RX-3 is really good looking. Something about those like chonky rear quarters.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks
Big
so good.
chunks.
All right, Doug, or Couch.
Starion.
Because Doug, you said RX-3, right?
I said RX-3. You said
You said
Starion.
Starion. Oh, that was actually closer than I thought. All right, and this is a pretty, I feel like pretty common one, but I'm known for being kind of cliche, niche, and boring. S2000 versus E46 M3. Brief pause there for everyone listening. No, the podcast didn't skip or do anything. We all just stare around the room blankly because I feel like it's a good
It
comparison.
is a good comparison.
Super similar.
I like to hear
price.
1,000 results of just this one.
Yeah,
See which one.
I feel like you should do the thing and see what people like poll. Can you poll on a reel?
I can
Yeah.
yeah. All.
I
What are you
think
picking? E46 and 3?
on S2. Yeah, I would do AP2 S2000.
AP2 S2000.
This is
Yeah.
too easy for me.
Yeah, for you.
Sorry, boys.
So it's interesting for me. I've never liked S2000s because of the way they steer, but an E46 is heavier. But I way prefer the way an E46 M3 drives. I've driven a bunch of them, and dude, there's just something cool about that. Also, that engine sounds so good. They both have such good sounding engines. They both have a ton of history,
Mm-hmm.
but I just, from racing experience alone, I'll take the E46.
I'm really torn on this one. I want to choose the M3. I really, really want to choose the M3. But, one, my driving style, but even more so, my actual physical size of me as a person fits way better in an S2000.
You probably feel not necessarily like, I guess lost in an E46 M3. There's too much space.
I'm a small person, and like to me to fit in a E46, I have to adjust the seat way up, and by the time I set the seat up that high, it doesn't feel natural.
Yeah, it feels like you're like almost like
If
driving a bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel natural, S2000 is like, oh yeah, no, I'm just here.
It's just a Miata, which you want.
Exactly.
Wait.
It's a hard choice, but
It's
probably
gonna be
for me,
46.
it's going to be S2000.
Whoa. Why?
Wow.
I just feel like, you said personality thing for Austin, and to me, the personality really still fits into a JDM car. I just feel like I'd be more at home in the S2000 than I would be at the E46.
It's odd. I can see you driving both. I can only see you, Austin, in the S2000.
Because he's small.
Yeah, I couldn't see him over. I couldn't see him over the wheel. And an E46.
No.
But no, I can see you driving either Doug or. Yeah.
I don't have to explain myself.
Skip.
There's a reason why there's an S2000 in the driveway, not an E46 M3.
Yeah. Fair. I'll make you couch.
I feel like the E46 would definitely drive better.
I feel like there's a but to follow that.
But
There it is.
There it
Couch
is.
is
You
there.
know, it's
But-
the
Same as last week's.
I would. It's the same thing for Austin and Wade. I would feel more at home in the S2000.
Fair.
It's done 4-1.
All
Let's
right.
run through these. Just
We're
run.
gonna sprint. Oh boy. I feel like the order isn't fair.
That's fine. It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
No, this just makes it
Yeah,
interesting.
it makes it
Yeah.
interesting.
Velocerin versus Pontiac Solstice. I'm taking the N.
And-
Pontiac
and-
Solstice.
and-
All right. Goodbye.
Not even a
Pontiac.
chance.
I was waiting for that one to go away. Wagoneer versus RX-8.
Wagoneer.
Wagoneer.
RX-8.
RX-8. 2-2.
RX-8.
If I
Knock
have
the
it-
RX-8 out.
If I have a car and I'm if I have my daily whatever it is and I'm looking towards my garage to go
Christmas
drive
vacation.
something, it's gonna be the RX-8.
I want the Wagoneer.
Christmas
Of course
vacation.
you do. Couch, break the tie. He's gonna say Wagoneer. Sure.
Give me the RX-8.
Yay!
Oh.
Get that Jeep out of here. Alright,
Give
next
me
are
the bigger NC, damn it!
two all-wheel drive monsters. We have the Audi Quattro versus the Subaru Brat.
This is
The
easy.
Subaru sausage.
I'm gonna take the Quattro.
Quattro.
Quattro, sweep it,
Alright.
sip it.
Ooh, Doug. Poor guy. FL5 Type R versus DC2 Type R.
Go.
And just to make this more difficult on you, Doug, we're going JDM DC2 Type R versus the brand new FL5.
FL5.
I'm taking the Integra. That is one of those where I will support Austin and say there is something about an old Integra. But because it's a Honda, it doesn't have as many problems as, like, you were talking about old British cars. I think the Integra meets, and also the E46 S2000, there's that era of, like, 95 to 2004, 2005, where cars aren't super problematic, but they still have old souls, and the Integra fits that perfectly, which is my choice.
I think I'm going to choose an Integra.
And you said New Civic, wait,
Yeah, FL5.
what about you, Doug? Mr. Honda Man?
That one's hard.
Kill one of your children.
This one. This one's hard. This is probably the hardest one I've had this whole episode.
This is a hard one.
It's gonna be the Type R.
Which one?
Integra.
You're taking the Integra?
Integra. Yep. Just that's so hard. That's
Integra.
horrible. If it was FK8 versus Integra, it'd probably be FK8 though.
I feel like everyone else's answer would be the same. Next we have, I actually like this one a lot. Mark 7 GTI versus SW20 Turbo. I'm taking the SW20. If I have a regular car and I say I want a driving experience, I'm going to go with that.
Oh, you're not whiteboard guy today.
What are you doing? Why are you picking up a board?
Yeah. Keep your grubby hands off the man's board.
Yeah.
Keep your Volkswagen hands off of that board.
You have a Mark 7 GTI and a second gen MRT Turbo.
Comparison.
I think I'm going to do that SW20.
Nothing beats a stupid Volkswagen hot hatch, like putting the engine where the hatchback goes.
That's right.
Hey, they did that too.
It's SW20.
Come to VR6.
SW20.
All right.
Wow.
The Mr. 2.
Two Japanese legends on the next one.
Legend.
We have the NA2 NSX versus a Toyota 4. I'm
man.
You have
I'm
to,
gonna take
hold
the
on.
NSX.
You have to daily it.
I'm still taking the
I'm
NSX.
still taking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
SX.
yeah.
I feel like the NSX is one of those cars where that is something you would drive because at the end of the day, it's still a Honda too. It's not crazy expensive to maintain, but like even though it's old and rare and very expensive, that's one of those where you just want to drive.
I feel like somebody would look at you like, what's the retail on that, pal?
And you would tell them
Yeah.
more than you can
More
afford.
than you can afford.
This is cool. I'm gonna do all three trucks into one because there's only 3 trucks left.
Yeah, okay.
Ram TRX, Ram 3500 dually, SRT10. So we're stuck with 3 Dodge Stellantis, whatever you want to call it, trucks. But that is cool, especially the TRX versus the Viper truck.
Yeah.
Out of those 3, I'm taking the Viper truck, especially because you can get it in a manual.
Yep.
The Viper truck is just too quirky to not pick.
Especially for you.
Yeah, the Viper truck.
It's
I'm
just
taking the
quirky.
Viper
Like
truck.
that. Like the other trucks are better, but
SRT.
This is just as hard of a decision as the Honda.
Honda's really.
I'm
Oh yeah,
stuck.
because you grew up as a.
Well, I'm stuck between the SRT10 or TRX, and
The TRX is
Dub,
better.
you get to make Viper noises.
The TRX is better.
yeah, but the TRX sounds better.
You get to make Viper noises.
TRX.
Snack.
TRX for me.
Couch.
Snack.
Snake. So Snake wins 4-1.
El Camino Snake.
This one's interesting. C4 ZR1 versus GR Corolla. Very different driving experiences.
Oh, dude, this one sucks because it's like
GR Corolla.
I want both, right?
Where's your Volkswagen now, boy? GR Corolla.
Why are you so mean to me?
Man,
I'm taking the GR Corolla.
I'm gonna have to GR Corolla, but it's like by 2%.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
GR Corolla because I'm not a vet guy.
Yeah, fair.
Specifically because I can fit more in the Corolla.
Ooh, why the C4?
Unpopular opinion. Anything like C2 to C4 doesn't exist. Like C2 or
It's not
C3 and
good
C4 don't care about at all.
Yeah.
I
I like-
Straight to C5.
We're gonna go classic integrity versus modern engineering and go Jaguar XJ220 versus Koenigsegg Regera, whatever you call it.
XJ220.
Over the Regera.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the Regera.
Regera.
Regera because I can survive a crash at like 200 plus.
I don't want to survive a crash. If I crash either one of those cars, I don't want to survive. I'll be in debt forever. I'll never have insurance again.
No.
So this one This one is for if you're going to a takeover in Dallas, Texas, or if you're going to a takeover in Sydney, Australia. You have 350Z versus Holden SS. I'm going with the Holden. Just sounds better. Yeah.
Holden.
Hog ass cam. All day. Give me that hog.
It makes me really
cam.
happy to scrape this 350Z off the board.
Feels good.
Sorry to anybody that owns a Z, but
Rip.
Not that sorry.
next, Mark IV Supra versus C6 Z06.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
C6
no.
Z06.
C6Z.
Yeah.
Supra.
Definitely the Z06.
Why are you choosing a Supra? Why are you choosing a Supra over a Vet?
How many times have I told you I'm not a vet guy?
Yeah.
And
I'm not a Skittle guy, but if someone chose me to pick
He's
Skittles...
scared of push rods.
He's getting pushed on.
no, I'm a big fan of the Mark IV Supra. It's a JDM icon, and I'm going to choose a JDM icon. And then
C6 Z06 is an American, huh?
and then I
What
can
about
make
icons?
1,200 horsepower out of my Supra and run circles around your Z06.
At what cost?
You don't
I can make 1,200
want
horsepower out of my Z06 and run circles around your Supra.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think
That's
Doug,
They both go
Doug,
hand in hand.
Doug, I
No,
can
one's a
I can
GT
make
car, one's
1,200
a race car.
horsepower out of my LS far cheaper than you can make 1,200 horsepower
it.
out of your 2J.
I'm gonna water pump in advance.
That's true.
With race gas, I think you can make 1,200 horsepower in A.
And A on a
On a
Z06.
Z06.
But I'm pretty sure if I went to a car show, more people would be circling around my Supra than they would be your Z06.
That's
I'm
fine.
not worried about people looking at my car. I'm worried about their
I'm not worried about hard
I'm
parking
worried
in a
about
parking lot.
people looking at
Douglas.
my bumper.
Yeah.
No, that's a
People
good
not
one.
being able to look at my bumper.
I'm
That's
still
Listen,
choosing
listen.
Supra.
I can
I'm
get
just glad I'm not the one
carbon
being
wide.
And I'm sorry to say, boys, this is unpopular opinion potentially. I think 2 J noises are better than LS.
You better turn around and say that to the camera so you can get
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think 2 J noises are better than LS noises.
Says the NASCAR fanboy.
Which means that he
Wow.
was really liking 2G.
I do love 2 J.
This one's, I don't even feel like it's going to be close. Camaro Z01 versus the C10 GTR. I'm going to take the C10 even though I think it's ugly.
Camaro.
Because LS.
LS.
Yeah. Well,
LS.
technically LT, but same thing.
Yeah.
No, I changed GTR
Why? What made you change?
because I'm just thinking about how pretty that GTR would look in my garage.
That's right.
It would look very pretty. What garage?
So wait, hold on. Your GTR, your LS, your LS.
No, what?
No.
He hasn't even
Oh,
decided
you haven't
yet.
decided?
We haven't even
He's not, they haven't even said anything.
So your GTR?
Austin is mentally losing his mind. He's so hooked up about the
Volkswagens!
Alright, I'm leaving.
That's like that meme of the mom looking at the back of the car and it's like, why are you like this? The kid's like, Couch, what are you picking?
GTR.
Austin.
This better be a real. Especially that fucking face you just did.
GTR.
Okay, I was waiting for you to say Volkswagen.
Here, have a fry.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, this one's good. I like this one a lot. Ferrari F40 versus Mazda RX-3.
Oh, easy. RX-3.
What?
Not me.
F40.
40.
At 40.
Couch.
Ferrari.
Yeah, that was the easy
I
one.
want a car that I can put my gear select in third instead of fifth.
Or not drive.
It's made for old people, anyways. They're sitting there. They take 40 years to change gears, anyways.
Yeah, well,
So
how much is that shift I'm going to say to you in that RX-30?
because we did the
Listen, Billy, I'm gonna be about 10 miles in front of you by the time you even get
At
up
least
to
I
the
can park my
speed
car in a
limit.
Piggly Wiggly.
so because we did those three trucks versus each other, the S2000 got left by itself, and I really want to pick on Doug. So for the third bracket, the I guess quarterfinal,
Round 3.
Fight!
yeah, round 3 fight. S2000 versus DC2 Type R, and I want Doug to go.
Fuck
first.
you. S2000.
Why?
That's my phone move.
As iconic as the Integra Type R is, I think the S2000 is a better driver's car.
I agree. It does require more of the driver, but I'm going to take the Integra still.
Rear
No, I
drive.
I prefer a B18 sound to an F-Series sound, and that's close.
I will do a poll in either one of my cars, and I prefer the sound out of the S2000s than this car does.
I mean, it is close to F-Series. Does sound good. So we have 2 S2000, 1 Integra, 3 S2000 because you have a Miata.
Angry bee noises.
Both of them make angry.
Yeah, I was about to say that's both of them.
Actually,
S2000.
Okay.
in my opinion, I think B noises is the Integra.
Yeah, the B series sounds
This
better.
one is more intake
Huh?
noise.
It sounds like a K series. The F sounds like a K series.
I think the K series is more raspy than the S2000. But excluding Type R, excluding direct injection. But the Integra's noise is angry B noises. It's 8,600 RPM angry B noises, but it's B noises nevertheless. That car is more like all suction, almost sounds like ITB.
I
noises.
think Forrest built engine in his S2000. In his S2000 that he had.
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
Was Angry Bee.
Oh, yeah. It was so loud.
Fire shooting B.
Yes.
All right, next, Veloster N versus RX-8, and I feel like that's gonna be sweet. And
RX-8.
shut your mouth.
And
Oh, this one's gonna be neat. SW20 Turbo versus the GR Corolla.
Oh, GR Corolla. All day.
SW20 Turbo, and I drove a GR Corolla.
Well, I'd rather blow my diff out than blow my leg off after I snap oversteer.
I think the SW20 Turbo is gonna, even after driving GR Corolla, the SW20 Turbo is gonna be more of a driving experience, especially the Turbo.
SW20 Turbo.
S720.
Oh, good about GR Corolla. Counts what you got. And this is your other car, not your day. Really? Fair enough.
SW20.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So why? Oh wait, why did you pick the GR Corolla over the SW20?
I'm not
'Cause he
a fan
wants
of how
more.
the SW20 looks.
Whoa.
It's not a fan of how you look.
Speaking of mid-engine cars, NA2 NSX versus the Audi Quattro.
Oh
Oh, Audi Quattro all day long.
NSX. And it goes back to what Doug we were just talking about.
You hate
Hondas.
odd numbers?
No, it goes back to what Doug said about the Hondas. There's something about the way that engine sounds in the NSX I'm not demeaning Audi's crazy turbo flutter and all that B series.
5-cylinder?
Yeah, I know. 5 cylinders sound good. I just would.
What?
5 cylinders have.
That's. I want you to put that over the sound of an RS3 going like.
Can I add a stipulation?
What's
no.
up?
Is it the Audi Quattro Group B, or is it the Audi Quattro off the showroom floor Audi Quattro?
Yes.
Group B.
What? That's not even. No, that's not fair.
How's that not fair? You have
One's a non. I mean, it's homologated.
you have a Senna-driven car versus
One you buy at a dealer, one you
one
cannot
that
buy at a
almost
dealer.
ran
You
into
were
a
actually
crowd
wrong.
of 2,000 people.
You were actually wrong. Senna drove the flippy headlight one, not
Yes.
that one.
Yeah,
Really?
he didn't drive the NA2. He drove
He
the
wasn't
NA1.
alive when it was made.
Oh, that's true.
But no, we're talking about not the Group B one, like one you buy at a dealer. The
Oh.
old one you buy at a dealer.
You've just destroyed everything that I've put in this bracket.
So NA2 NSX versus the Audi Quattro.
Okay, Audi Quattro still.
Okay.
How many do you see on the road?
How many NA2 NSX?
More than you see the Quattro.
No, because I can put 0-0 on that one.
If it was Group B versus that, I would choose the Quattro. Because it's not, yeah, I will choose the NSX.
I feel like the podcast is going to be way shaking eyes.
Yeah.
What do you got, Austin?
Couch?
NSX.
Also want to be the tiebreaker and say Quattro. That's why I told you to do it first.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm still gonna choose NSX.
Nice!
Next.
Oh, where am I going? Hold on, I've lost myself. Oh wow, we are flying through these. Ooh!
That's right.
Viper truck versus Holden SS.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Two trucks.
It's gonna be a Viper truck, dude.
The Viper truck, yeah.
Actually,
No.
No.
Well, think of it. It's a Chevy SS versus a Viper truck.
yeah, but you.
It's,
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You can have the SS and they do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why I would pick it. Because you want to be more weird than a Viper truck? Get a new El Camino.
Yeah.
So I will take the
I've
SSU
seen an
actually.
actual Ute.
Yeah, they do the conversions here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pointed like here in the US.
Probably
just
doing this
just down
right.
the road.
Like 2
yeah,
miles
I
on the road, guys.
That bay over there, actually.
I would take a SS Ute over an SRT 10 Viper truck.
I'll take the GM boy.
Fair, awesome,
As much
I
as I
know
love a Viper truck, it's gotta be the Ute.
fair.
Viper truck.
Why?
Because it's been one of my dream trucks since I was like.
How much do they
A wee
cost?
boy.
They're like about 40,000.
That's a good deal.
Aren't
Gosh.
they kind of junk here, though?
Kinda. They have that typical like early
Hog
2000s
cam, sir.
interior.
Holden SS knocks out the Viper truck.
That's right.
Goodbye, Snake truck.
Snake.
And
Oh,
Slippery little snake.
Koenigsegg Regera versus Ferrari F40.
Regera. Oh.
Easy choice for me.
Ferrari F40.
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 Get white
What?
nerd. You own this podcast and you lost, loser.
All right, guys. F40 or wait, hold on. Let me rephrase this. Should we just do just a stock Ferrari F40, or we're gonna do like a Liberty Walk F40?
No, this is no. I don't like to do too many modifications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stock Ferrari F40 or stock Koenigsegg Regera. Which one are you picking? Let me know below. These idiots chose the F40.
I haven't even
F40.
chose yet.
Yeah, you didn't even choose yet.
Yeah. I ain't even chose yet, you nerd.
Yeah, I got that.
Why don't you get out of here, beard? Alright?
I don't want to go there.
He ain't no beard!
He's a Koenigsegg Regera.
He's a going.
What are you thinking?
That's hard. That's really hard. It's a
Well,
tough
which-
decision.
But
I don't have a picture of a
No,
Koenigsegg
this is
Regera
hard.
up my wall. I have a poster of F40.
you also have a poster of me.
And Del Sol.
I should have worn my F40 hoodie.
Counts. Which one are you thinking?
This isn't my side of the garage.
Tune in next season to find out which
Yeah,
one
do
counts.
that next season.
Figure it out.
Regera.
Okay, F40 still wins.
Yeah.
This one's weird. C6 Z06 versus a C10 GTR.
Oh, C6 Z06.
Same.
GTR, bye bye.
Yeah, kick that fake E30 out of here.
Get the fake muscle car out. Get the real one in.
GTR.
Why that over a Corvette? And you, because I know you kind of have a preference towards
We
Corvettes.
bombed you twice.
I do have a preference towards Corvettes, but that GTR is just so cool to me.
Get back in that
It's
closet
weird. It's
right now.
quirky. Shut up.
You have such a preference for quirky cars, so I can see why. You
Yeah, it's just it fits my weird criteria.
fair. No,
GTR.
because of part of what Austin said.
Not only that, it's also worth more.
You often care more than the driving performance of cars, like how it feels to drive. Because you said Mark IV Super because people around it at the show. You said Hakusuka because it's worth more.
What's the famous words that DK said? You gotta look cool on the Touge too.
Ain't wrong.
I mean, I can drift a
But he ain't right because
freaking
he didn't
06.
choose a C6.
Would you take that up to the Dragon?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, if you had one, would you
I,
take it?
I honestly would, yes.
100%.
But
Which
here's the
one are you
thing.
taking to the Dragon?
I would rather pin the Z06.
Fair. I like that.
Because why? Because I can find another one.
Oh, well, it's about time this Honda gets out of here. S2000 versus Veloster N.
S2000.
S2000.
That's the tone.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweep it, zip it right up. Put it in a body bag, get it out.
Oh.
Isn't the NSX still in this thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
going up
still-
against the SW20 Turbo, and that is an NSX.
NSX.
NSX, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm enjoying the fact that
That's
Hondas
a
are
W20
sticking around
turbo.
on this.
Someone with the SW20 is like, no!
That made it further
Sip
than I thought
it.
it would, though.
Yeah?
The S2000 is knocking out cars, by the way.
Yes.
How far did it get in the last one?
Pretty
Yeah,
far.
It lost to the RX-7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. I'm gonna choose an FD over it.
Yeah.
We have. Wow, we are in the semifinals. We have how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now we have the Holden SS Ute versus the C6 Z06.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Ute, honestly, on that one. That would just be crazy cool to drive. And also, I can take the engine from the Z06 and
Yeah.
put it in my Ute. So I'm gonna go Ute. Also, because I haul my tent for Kill Point,
Yeah.
it would fit much better.
Much better
And-
than a
yeah,
U. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna go actually the SSU. Awesome.
I think I'm still gonna go U, just because.
Yes, because it's quirky.
Well, not only just that, actually. That's honestly not what came to mind for me. It's the
Sir, are you a
practicality.
character from My Hero Academia?
God, it's lost. I already know what this
No,
guy's
it's
going to say.
just it's practical. Like, let's go pull an engine out of a Copart and put it in the back of the Ute. Like,
Yeah.
it's just practical.
C6, Z06, but I know what he's going to say.
Man's blue.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
Very
know.
good.
I'm not big on Corvettes.
There it is,
Yeah.
Barry.
Absolutely.
Now, Couch,
Go home. Go home.
You've been
Go home.
saying, you've been saying hog ass Cam constantly during the podcast.
Now both of them got
Which one are
hog-ass
you putting in?
Give me the one with the push rods, baby.
They both.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
What?
Give him the one with leaf springs.
You want one with the truck?
Give
Back.
me the one with the hatchback.
Okay, so that would be the Corvette. But too bad that you wins, so goodbye C6.
That'd be funny to compare, like, hatchbacks.
Actually,
And
do
you have
they
a
use-
top bar
The
versus a
Utes don't
Corvette.
have leaf springs, I don't think.
I have no
I don't
clue,
think they do.
honestly.
No, they don't.
No,
it's
the
gotta
Corvette
be-
does.
It's
but-
coil spring. Cause
Yeah, it's cool spring, yeah.
It's
Doug, say goodbye to your S2000 because it's going up against an F40.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna choose an F40.
S2000 all day.
Wade just wants to. You know what? S2000.
No, you go. You go.
My favorite says
No.
my favorite says
Podcast. Austin, go. You've been going.
Ha!
I lost.
Rip. Sorry, anyone that had their volume up.
Yeah, sorry about
Couch was
that.
like 2 feet away from the mic when you
Yeah.
yelled. What are you picking?
F40.
Say it. Say it.
S2000.
Yay!
It made it!
It made it! The S2000 knocked out the F40.
Why?
Wait,
Wait,
is there two
again.
S2000s?
No, there's only one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
really.
only one again because
But it's
I
been,
would
like, by
rather
itself.
bend the S2000 over the F40.
I'm gonna die no matter what, I don't care.
Ooh!
The S2000's a better driver's car than an F40.
I would still rather
How?
bend the S2000.
How?
Yeah,
Because it doesn't have a gated shifter.
but I just don't care.
And it also revs like crazy.
So does an F40.
Yeah, but an F40's got
Also,
a
imagine-
stupid wing that you can't eat lunch off of. You scratch it, and then you got to take an insurance claim on 3 houses down the street and a mobile home in the woods.
Wow. Also, clip this. Imagine needing more than 4 cylinders to go fast.
I'm not touching this in the tempo call. I'm just not doing it.
Imagine being such a bad driver you need more than 4 cylinders to go fast. Take that, Ferrari. Alright, so our final 3. We are down to our... down to our final 3.
Hold on, let me put on.
Wait a minute.
It's just a bunch of scribbles
Wait
at
a
this
minute.
point. What?
No, man,
Why do you keep staring at my board?
So just do a three-way final battle then.
It is a 3-way. So the final consists of 2 Hondas,
Finale.
and a Ute. So we have, for the grand finale of Season 1 of what we would pick as the Touge Hour champion car, we're going to put both Hondas against each other. And then the winner of that go against the Ute. And the winner of that go against the Viper from last episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Dang.
okay.
Yep. So, Doug, NA2 NSX
NSX. Don't even finish it.
versus the Jace Racing S2000.
Shut up.
Oh.
Still NSX.
Oh,
Why
we
over
do
the
it.
Jace Racing S2000?
Yes, still
Why?
NSX.
I'm curious because that that car has a ton
Because
of
you
Yeah.
weren't specific on the NSXR GT.
no a stock NA2.
Oh,
NSX.
come on. And then why does the SC7 have to be modified?
Because I want it to be difficult for you.
'Cause he
So
wants to
so
see
the so from hot version, the record-setting Jace Racing S2000 versus stock NA2.
Does that car have air conditioning?
The
The J's
Go.
Racing one?
yes,
Yes.
Does it
that's
have,
part of the perk.
does it have full interior?
Yes,
Okay. It's not gutted and caged or anything like that?
I mean it has a roll bar,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have like 4 bars and stuff.
Still picking an NSX.
Wow.
Um,
I knew you were going to say NSX still. 'cause
I mean, you gotta think, man. I've owned Hondas since I could start driving.
correct.
Accords, Civics. You know,
But the only one you haven't owned.
I've
is-
literally worked my way up the ladder here of Hondas, and the only one I've ever owned is the NSX, and that's the
Oh,
one
okay.
I've always wanted.
Austin. Just make it difficult. This is why, because also the value difference is so significant that
It
I
is.
Yeah.
We're
It
doing
is.
Jays? Or
the J's Racing Hot Version S2000. What are you doing?
Volkswagen.
I'm trying to hypnotize it. Austin's like, can I pick a golf ball?
Why is it still being bullied?
But this is the
Dylan is over here just beating the crap out of this dead horse. And the dead horse is Austin, just clenching on to his Volkswagen.
You shouldn't have said anything about that.
I hate it here.
So the
I'm
J's
trying
Racing.
this, Grandpa. Too damn bad.
So the J's Racing S2000 from Hot Version
So
versus
anyway.
a stock NA2 NSX.
You know, I think I'm going to choose the NSX.
Wait,
J's Race.
I'm gonna go J's Racing.
I don't want it over prize Porsche.
Warren R2. Couch.
S2000.
Oh, wipe's out the NSX. Goodbye, Doug Stream car. Alright, so now we have the J's Racing S2000 versus a Holden SSU.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
J's
no.
Racing S2000.
That's done.
All day long.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
take
really
the J's Racing.
confused though. Because earlier we said that we weren't doing modified.
Yeah, but
I
I
would
Just to
still
cl-
rather have an S2000
just to
over a U.
Just to no, I'm just saying, but then it would be an NSX. I'm just saying. Earlier he did say we
yeah,
weren't
I
doing
only
modified.
did that to make it
manipulating the list.
He is manipulating the list. To his
But dude,
favor.
it's got.
to my favor. I don't win anything from this. I only did that to make it more interesting for Doug's pick, especially for the listener. Because and especially the listener too, thinking about not just an S2000 versus an NSX, because a lot of people are going to pick the NSX. But for a lot of our friends and people that listen to the podcast, they watch Initial D, they watch Hot Version, and the significance of the J's Racing S2000 and the history that it has.
What are both
Can-
of those?
Huh?
What are both of those?
Man only knows about highways and Scirocco's.
I only know about Autobahns and Nürburgring.
So, the J's Racing S2000 versus the Holden SS.
You don't even think about it.
No.
Is there any stipulations on? Is it like another car, or is it my only car?
It's your other car.
It's still my other car.
Yeah. You know what? Spice it up. Give it an LS7. Yep. If you want to go modified for modified, we'll go J's Racing S2000 versus a U with an LS7.
A supercharged still.
They did make supercharged versions, actually.
Oh,
Like,
but they don't
An
have
LS9.
Yeah, it was LS9.
It's got an LS9 in it.
So, which one are you picking?
Oh man, that's hard.
I know. Which one are you picking, Austin?
I think it's gotta be the J's.
Nice. Doug,
J's.
you've been saying hog ass cam.
Jays.
Oh!
Oh wow!
Alright, so.
I would feel more at home.
Austin, hand me one of the shop towels. I'm going to make this actually significant. I'm going to erase all of this. It is going to about to be very red on this board. Oh my god. I don't want to break your board, Doug. Sorry to everybody listening. So, for the finale of one boy versus another boy, for the car comparisons, title
I
clash,
got the names.
whatever
Boy versus
you
that
want to
boy.
call it, we are going to have the
Dim versus them.
Touge Hour.
Championship.
And this car will stay with us until it gets beat again by something else.
Correct. This is going to be, yeah. So we have the 5th gen Viper ACR versus the J's S2000.
Sorry, out of frame. No.
So for the finale of season 1, after all the comparisons that we made with all the cars that got suggested, all the cars that we could have picked, we come down to these two. Who you should borrow now?
A Mopar and
A big Miata versus a regular
bigger
size
Miata.
Miata. So
a spicy Miata versus a Mo Miata.
I'm going last.
So, I already know they picked Viper. So, this is not your only car. You do not have to daily drive this.
Dude, this is the
This is
hardest
your
choice
race
of my
car.
life.
This isn't
This is your
It's your whatever. If
Whatever
you
you
want
want
it to
it
be
to
a
be.
show car,
Yep.
if you want it to be, and this is everything is paid for on this, and it is not your only car. So tires, brakes, maintenance, everything is covered. This is your other car.
Yep.
In this imaginary world, you have a tow vehicle, you have a trailer. Which one are you taking? And Couch, you've been going last. I want you to go first.
Gator pattern.
It's such a hard decision because I feel like I would be more at home and comfortable and be able to actually see things, see more out of the S2000.
Like I said, this is everything covered because I know
But-
one of your reference points is if I can bend this car in this perfect world, it
In
can
this
get
perfect
fixed.
world,
It can get fixed under full coverage.
in this perfect world, either if it can either be fixed or I can have one exactly like it.
Yeah, all over it. Yeah.
ACR.
Now, why?
Noise.
They both make really good noise.
Yeah, especially the J's. But no, yeah, it has 6
Is-
more cylinders. Than,
Is Jay's turbo or anything like that?
Or is it
can you look
ITBs?
it up really quick? All I know is it's fast. I think it's supercharged, but I'm not sure.
I think it is. I don't know.
Austin, what are you picking?
Viper.
Not even a second thought for you.
Not a second thought. I
Because-
don't know. J's S2000 in general are awesome cars. I love them to death.
I feel like the Viper has sentimental value.
Well,
to you.
there's sentimental for me, but also the Viper. I feel like it's just there's a higher ceiling. Like the J's S2000, you are at that ceiling.
Yeah,
You
you're
are there.
already at that
You
ceiling
have
of the
reached
S2000.
basically a peak of what an S2000 chassis can do.
Yeah.
5th gen Viper ACR, you can still improve.
You can haul absolute mail in that ACR.
That's it.
You can haul a letter in an S2000.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can still improve the ACR.
I can haul the
And raise
entire
that ceiling.
post office in that ACR and still have room for another half post office.
Yeah, tow that. Duh.
I will choose the ACR.
Over the S2000
Because, number one, Jay's Racing S2000 is naturally aspirated, not turbocharged.
Supercharged.
that's
Or
surprising
supercharged.
for how fast
Just
it
There
is.
is no
It's just
forced
ITV.
induction.
It's
On the
no it's not even
S7.
ITB.
No?
Just
Nope.
looked at it.
I always thought it was supercharged, but that might have been changed, or I can just be wrong.
The ACR has mad aero already, which looks amazing. The wheels are ridiculous.
That goes for both cars.
True. But it's a 5th gen. If it was a 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st, I'd go J's.
I'd still
But
choose.
it's the 5th.
Yeah.
It's the 5th because the fact the 5th is the best one in my opinion. So I will choose the Viper ACR.
I want you to finish out season 1. Is that okay if I go second on
That's
this?
fine. Go.
So for the same reason that you like the Viper, I'm picking the S2000, which means you're going to have to be the tiebreaker, Wade. That car is the reason that I'm in Tennessee. It's the reason I know you guys.
Tiebreaker. He chose.
I chose
Viper.
Oh,
Yes, sure did.
Darn! I was hoping it would be a tiebreaker.
No.
Well, I'm the only one that chose the S2000 as of right now. It's the reason I know you guys. It's the reason I'm in mountain driving. I remember being at Alan's shop, Alan, the owner of Bridgemoto, at his first shop. Really scared, didn't know anybody, didn't know a lot about cars, and I was just like trying to fit in. And I remember watching Hot Version and seeing that car so long ago.
I actually remember seeing you there as you were watching Hot Version
Mhm.
when I was there picking up some like 55-gallon drums.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, what Dylan?
And that is the reason I know about tailgate culture. It's the reason I'm a photographer. It's the reason for a lot of things in my life. And as much as I may not appreciate the S2000 steering specifically, that is a legendary car. That is a car that has built a reputation, knocking out, any car you think of, S15, R35, R34. That S2000 has single-handedly won over probably 100 different races and has continuously been improved upon. And part of the reason I like it is because it is the peak. It shows that it took that much effort to reach that point. And that is the pinnacle of, what a lot of what we like. So for that reason, I'm picking the S2000. The ceiling on the Viper might be higher.
Is
But-
this Shark Tank for that reason?
What?
You said for that reason. Is this Shark Tank?
Yeah.
No,
For that
that's
reason,
the
I'm
common
out.
phrase.
For that reason,
Uh,
I'm out.
But no, the S2000 just for me it represents getting it right, and it represents someone can. They've been doing that for 25 years. This one chassis, or I guess 20 years. Sorry, this one chassis they've just improved upon to its ultimate ability.
That's fair. I'll give you
So
that.
that's why, because to me, it takes more dedication to perfect a car than it does to just raise a ceiling. And they got it right, and it took 2 decades of doing every little thing. The amount of failures it took to get that car where it is why I like it, because it represents just the ultimate pursuit of perfection. That's why I pick it.
That's fair.
It was
Wait.
emotional.
Emotion.
Put me in a coffin over here.
Put him in the car.
But before I choose my answer, I just want to say thank you guys for supporting us for the season 1 of the Touge Hour. Thank you for supporting the boys out here, leaving comments, giving feedback, sharing the posts, supporting us on Spotify, giving out some fan mail. We had
Yeah.
some cash given the couch the other day. Not like common cash,
Yeah,
but
no-
a really
not like-
cool history piece.
Yeah, not like actual cash, like American USD, but this.
What was it exactly?
So I actually have it. It's right off camera over here. It has been in my car since I got it Sunday.
That's so cool.
This is it is paper currency from the Edo period of Japan, 1764 to 1771. It's pretty much just block printed on heavy rice paper is what it says. This paper currency it says that it was equal to 18.75 grams of silver at the time. And it was just, I don't know his name, I didn't get his name, but it was literally, me and Wade were down at Tap Cap Ridge, and he was like, "Are you Jesus?" And I was like, yeah. He's like, I have something for you. I was like, what do you mean you have something for me? He's like, I got something for you. He's like, this man literally brought this with him specifically in case he ran into me on Sunday.
And also, he's probably listening to the podcast.
Yeah, he
so
is
thank
probably
you.
Yeah, thank
listening to this whenever this episode comes out, likely next week. Thank you so much. It means a lot for you guys to literally, for you guys to come up to us and be like, hey, I like the podcast, and say whatever. You guys are the reason that we are continuing to do this and the reason why we are getting to do this. So thank you guys so much, and please continue to do that.
We've had a lot of people reach out to us.
Yeah.
There's been
Yeah.
a lot of amazing people.
I didn't have
reach
a
out
damn
to us.
coworker come up to me. I was like,
I had I'm gonna give a little special shout out to let's see here, his Instagram is Lander917.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You guys all should know who
Yeah.
he is. He is he lives in Miami, but he actively comes up to Touge
he's
Fest.
got the K-Swap.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe it's
Yeah.
K-Swap.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
yeah.
talked to him at Touge Fest.
He's got the Arrow Boy of
Yeah.
Clayton.
That's what I say. It's a nice car.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Real nice
But he
car.
messaged me just basically saying, I've listened to every episode, haven't missed an episode. I love what you guys are doing. He did give constructive criticism, saying, the old blue ball mic wasn't the greatest, but
we know that.
I know we're working on stuff. Eventually Wade's gonna buy us a studio and everything. I'm just kidding.
Bill, this is
it's a mobile home.
We're gonna
Mobile home.
yeah, we're just gonna film in a mobile home.
But we're working on this, man. We're getting. I never thought past episode 1 this would be something that people were actually going to listen to and follow and like. But I mean, there's no other podcast like this. And believe me, I've looked. There's
Also,
nobody.
We're so involved in the community that, thankfully we all have a ton of friends that are pretty involved. And so for those that can't be around us, like Lander or the people in
Yeah.
Texas or Oregon, it's like they can feel like they're here, they're participating almost like a little Touge Fest.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
so they can hang out and talk with us and post comments, and we can kind of converse with them even though they're not here.
Yeah.
So this is like sitting at the store talking when it's 80 degrees and sunny outside,
Yeah.
except you get to listen on your own time in the comfort of your car or your house or wherever. If you're working on your car and listening to the podcast, it means a lot that we can just share this experience with everybody.
I mean, I do this when I'm aligning your guys' cars and stuff. I mean, I got a headset, listen to our podcast, listen to whatever the hell else I want to, but I put our podcast up front every Friday it comes out, so every Friday I listen to it.
It is weird that people want to listen to our over opinionated
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah. I mean, we do banter a lot and some of the stuff we say is a little stupid, but
We're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Occasionally, sometimes.
we are stupid, but we're
Sometimes.
honest.
Yeah.
That's the
Also,
one thing.
These are the conversations that we've had for years at the store, on the side
Yeah.
of the road,
Yeah.
at restaurants.
We've definitely had these arguments
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Funerals, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Crushing SRT4!
Crushing and banning SRT4s.
So, with all that being said, not only thank you to everybody, but pick your car.
Pick the dang car.
Hold on. We're talking about Lander real quick. I need to reach out to that man because that man has an S2000 gauge cluster in his Miata, and I need to figure out how he did it.
Oh.
Because I've been wanting to do that ever since I bought my Miata. So, hit me up.
Speaking of S2000s, wait, pick your car.
It's the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
Find out next time.
Find out from the opener.
Season 2!
So,
One of my
Yeah.
dream cars has always been seeing that Jay's Racing hit the Touge.
you're going to see Viper.
But also, one of my dream cars is a purple ACR.
Yeah.
In purple.
Purple.
Yes.
For everyone that got
Purple.
For everyone that got lost
Absolutely.
in the gratitude, thanks and everything, Wade has not decided on the finale of Season 1, which is the Jay's Racing S2000 versus a 5th Gen Viper ACR, which is the car picked by us, by you guys, on the last episode. And then the Jay's Racing S2000 is what just won our championship. So for the Touge Hour Season 1 finale, you are
The
picking-
answer is the 5th Gen ACR.
I will stand alone on that mountain and enjoy that S2000.
Listen, I will enjoy my purple.
So you
ACR.
also enjoy one of the purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, the purple is pretty.
No,
I
I
don't get
love
black.
purple. I love purple.
My
Like
stepdad had
anything.
a purple one.
Like
It was a pretty car.
anything purple. I love it.
Yeah, he had a purple one. It was
But
pretty.
what are you about to say? What color are you about to say?
So for me, it's very tied up
Oh,
between
it's gonna be green.
snakeskin green is one of them,
Yep, I knew it.
or copperhead orange.
Oh, the orange is pretty.
The orange is so pretty.
We currently have a snakeskin green 4th
Yes.
gen at my
Yeah,
shop.
snakeskin green.
And
Is,
it is very
It's
pretty.
That-
gorgeous.
yeah,
They're pretty. It's just the 4th gen just doesn't do it for me. It's the 5th gen that just. Ugh. Even my boss is like, "Oh, this 4th gen's just not. It just doesn't look good. Like I like it from like. I like the back end of it, but I hate the front end of it, and
Yeah.
we go back and
with
forth.
the Aero package or an ACR package, it they
Oh,
look,
yeah, it
they
changes
look, They look a lot
everything.
better. So like he had the Aero package on his 4th gen, and it looked.
I just gotta say, the amount of variety we had in our suggestions and everyone else's suggestions, it was over 100 picks, over 100 different cars.
Yeah.
And this is what they came down to. Out of all the cars that could be suggested, everything.
5th Gen Viper
So-
ACR will
5th
stay
gen.
with us until
right.
it gets beaten down
Stay tuned to next season.
by
I would
something
like
else.
to
An SRT4
Will the 5th gen Viper ACR ever get knocked off its
What
pedestal?
car could be better than a 5th gen Viper ACR
We'll have to,
as your other car?
we'll have to wait and see.
Top Secret Supra, maybe.
Find out next time.
It could be anything. Let us know down in the comment section. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting the boys. Thanks for supporting the podcast. And as always, keep it in the past. We'll see you next season.